First time I grabbed the mic, like in front of actual people that mattered, you know what I'm saying? Like at a club, I got booed. I remember that. It was very traumatic for me. And I think I had, at that point, like the 8 Mile thing was kind of, that's when I was taken from or whatever. So I just remember that being so traumatic. And I think I went home like, man, I quit.
Right. And
then, you know, maybe a couple days later, week later, hour later, whatever it was, I don't know. I got the urge to like, nah, man, I gotta get up, gotta do it again. I don't think that my goal has changed in the sense of, you know, from this, I rap from the same aspect of when I was a kid. Like, I just wanted to get the respect. I just wanted to get a reaction out of people. I just wanted to be heard, and I wanted people to respect what I do and respect the fact that I respect the craft, you know what I mean, of MCing. So I really just it's pretty much the same thing today.
Don't be afraid to try whatever, even if the idea in the beginning is stupid.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of ideas in beginning stages, not mine, of course, mine are just insane from the moment I think of them.
Of course.
But sometimes ideas, you know, they're not always the greatest.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know.
Don't be afraid to fail, basically, to get somewhere else, to get on the journey.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you say one thing that's going to spark another thing to lead to a better thought.
Yeah.
Anybody can do anything they set their mind to. If you like really want to do it, it depends on how bad you want it, and I wanted to do it. And I felt like, you know, at this stage of my life, I don't feel like there's too much that I can't do. I don't mean to sound cocky or nothing, but if I like really, really want to do it, I don't give up.
One of my greatest inspirations or things that I would feed off of basically was just obviously people not believing in the cloud of doubt that kind of I felt hung over my head and wanted to just prove everybody wrong. You know what I mean? I wanted to make it. And I was gonna make it regardless of what anybody said.
Wasn't good enough for anything, like whatever I did. I just wasn't good enough. And yeah, man, it's a psychological thing. I think that once you, for anybody who doesn't feel, who feels like that, right? Like I just feel like I'm worthless. I'm not nothing in this world. Anybody who feels that and then finds something that they're actually good at, it's like I think that's what makes somebody go for that so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and she put me on that team. I went out to LA and then got in that battle at the Rap Olympics, went all the way to the end and lost again. The last dude. And I was like super discouraged. I just got evicted from my house. Had to break in through the back of the house.
Shit, yeah.
The dude that we was paying rent to, he wasn't paying the rent with it. So one day this is literally the day before I go to the Rap Olympics and thank God for Wendy Day, man, because she paid for my plane ticket. But that day, we're like, what the I come home from work, me and my boy, and we're like, what the fuck, all our shit is on the lawn.
I know that very well.
So, yeah, so...
On the eviction, man, and they decorated your fucking lawn with your furniture.
Yeah, and people was rummaging through it and shit.
You gotta wait outside for nobody to take your shit.
Yeah, yep. So that happened, and then I had to break into the back because I had nowhere to stay. So I had to break into the house through the back window, which was my old window. Broke in, slept on the floor, got up the next day, went to the Rap Olympics, and by the first prize was $500. And I needed that $500, man, and I lost. And I was fucking devastated. And then this kid, Dean Geislinger, walks up to me and he's like, yo, man, you got one of those CDs? And I was like, yeah. And I kind of just tossed it to him, right? And didn't think nothing of it. I didn't know that Dean worked with Jimmy Iovine. So he gave it to Jimmy. Jimmy gave it to Dre. And I'm back in Detroit now, fucked, right? I have nothing, like nowhere to go. And I get the call and I'm like, oh shit, you know, this is about to happen.
Wow.
I was reserved and I was shy and I was scared to like had it in me, but you know, wasn't quite sure how to bring it out yet in a I don't know, in a positive way, I guess, and show people. Like I really felt like I wanted people to hear me so bad, and I wanted to do my shit, but it was like, you know, them jitters and them scared. I'm not scared. You know, that whole struggle and everything, especially early on for me, you know, which I love being on stage and stuff like that. Once I got a mic, I was cool, but it was that prompting me to do it and get up there and not be scared to grab that and just rock.
The no getting away from fact that I am white, you know, and this is predominantly black music, you know, and people telling me you don't belong, like you're not gonna succeed because you're this color, then you wanna show those people that, you know, that you can and you will. It's always been about bragging and boasting, and I'm better than you with this, and I'm better than you with that. And I finally found something that, yeah, this kid over here, you know, he may have more chicks, like he may have better clothes or whatever, but he can't do this like me. You know what I mean? He can't write what I'm writing right now. And it started to feel like, you know, maybe Marshall's getting a little respect. A character that I've created on this record, and I don't think it's no different than, at least I don't feel like it's any different than a character in a movie, you know, like, or South Park, what they do in South Park, Family Guy. Like, I don't feel like it's not much different than that. At the end of the day, I'm an artist, and this is my art. You know what I mean? Like, as fucked up as it may seem, or people may think it is, or as ridiculous as these thoughts may be, I think that, you know, I'm an artist, and it's kind of like almost just making a painting. And if the painting is fucked up, it's fucked up. But this is how I was feeling. I would change schools 2-3 times a year, and that was probably the roughest part. There was a lot of instances. Beat up in the bathroom, beat up in the hallways, shoved in the lockers, you know, just for, you know, for the most part, man, you know, just being the new kid.
Never even crossed my mind, but looking back, I don't know why it didn't cross my mind. I guess it was my ignorance at the time, thinking that, okay, if you're a good rapper, you must be black, right? Not too long after that, we met for the first time. We hit it off, and the next thing you know, we're in the studio at my house working. The first time I put on a beat, he got on the mic and said, "Hi, my name is Slim Shady." Boom. That was it, and that was the beginning of what became an amazing creative collaboration. Then came the backlash. Look at him, Dre. This guy has blue eyes, you can't sign him. While everyone else around me had their doubts, I knew that his gifts were undeniable. His raw, dark, humorous lyrics, coupled with an impeccable cadence, stood out from everything I had ever heard before. And he was hungry. Both of us were. We were two artists in do-or-die situations. Each of us were exactly what the other one needed, and I was willing to bet my entire career on that. My rebuttal to those naysayers was something like this: he's gonna be the best-selling artist on our label. Little did I know, he was gonna be one of the best-selling artists of all time. From the moment he introduced himself to the world with the Slim Shady LP, he skyrocketed to the top of the charts and stayed there for 100 weeks. Eminem wasn't just the underdog who broke through the glass ceiling of hip-hop. He shattered that shit. Over 220 million albums sold. 13 #1 albums, 10 of which all consecutively debuted at #1, making him the first artist to ever achieve this shit. Grammy Awards, an Emmy, an Oscar, making him the best-selling artist of the 2000s, best-selling hip-hop artist ever. Let me repeat that, the best-selling hip-hop artist ever. And the crazy part about it is he doesn't even really care about that. I think I care about it more than he does, you know? What's most important to him is that he's earned the respect of his peers as one of the best to ever do it. Point blank. Turns out, this unassuming white guy with blue eyes from Detroit being repeatedly turned down and turning everything we thought we knew about hip-hop on its head while forcing us to confront our own biases, growing not only the genre, but all of us right along with it.